I want to just go over some of the very valid criticisms I've seen of my own content. So a couple days ago, I posted a video of me shirtless with my S1000. Now, this is nothing out of the ordinary for me. I used to post a lot more stuff like that back in the day, back when I was a little bit younger, and it was a little bit easier to stay in shape more often because I am a 100% natural. I would call it like fitness enthusiast. I wouldn't call it a bodybuilder because it's not what I do. I work out to stay healthy, and just like a self-confidence thing, and the fact that my dad had a heart attack last year and I don't want to end up like that. No offense, Dad, if you're watching this, I love you. But being a 100% natural health enthusiast, I guess if you want to call it, you can't stay that lean all the time. I was just in a good spot where I just so happened to have an opportunity to film something like that, and so the stars aligned a little bit, so I was able to film it. It was great. Ooh, this sounds very empty. Oh yeah, she's empty for sure. Okay, we got to take care of that then. Now, I did see some valid criticisms, and I saw a lot of very problematic criticism, to say the least. One of the most valid criticisms I saw is people saying, shouldn't be doing this for book talk. And I just want to say, I wasn't doing it for book talk at all. I have, ever since me and my ex broke up, I've had zero interest in making videos for book talk. In fact, I've actually stated I want to stay away from stuff like that because it's not my hobby. I don't understand it. I'm not going to pretend to understand it, so I'm not going to make videos for that community. Now, if that community wants to be a part of me, that's different. That's totally fine. They are welcome to comment. They can say whatever they want. What they say doesn't bother me. It's the fact that people are saying I'm doing it for book talk, which I'm not. It is for me, first and foremost. I also feel like I am presented with a very weird demographic and position. I am a 22-year-old with a semi-successful social media follower, and I'm starting to feel like I almost have an obligation to talk about certain subjects. And one of those subjects today, gambling, is going to be another one for another time. But today is going to be the rampant steroid use that I see in young men, or at least the desiredness of steroid use in young men. This is something that bothered me for a while, but it's slowly becoming more bothersome. I have a younger brother who just graduated high school, and he used to tell me that he would see kids all the time in school talking about the want to do steroid use, or yeah, at least the want or the desire to start steroid use. I can't really confirm if there ever was any steroid use, but the rise in actual fitness influencers talking about and being open about their steroid use has not exactly turned out the way that people thought. Also, this bike looks amazing, by the way. I love this bike. The original idea about being open about steroid use behind these fitness influencers is to get kids to realize that they can't achieve those body goals naturally. Well, at least some of them. Someone like Sam Sulek, for example, he's blown up, and he's one of those creators that you can just tell he's on juice. He works very hard while on the juice, and now he seems to have a lot of people supporting him, like doctors and people supporting him. He looks a lot healthier now than when he first started. And he's around my age. I think we're actually the same age.
I don't actually watch Sam that much, but as far as I know, he does not glorify the use of steroids like other creators do. And so I just want to clarify that. I think Sam is one of the better fitness influencers out there. Does not glorify the things I'm talking about here.
And that dude's massive. But then you also have some of these fitness influencers on YouTube, on TikTok, who are on juice, aren't massive. They aren't taking these steroids intelligently and glorify the use of them. And it's this glorification of steroids, I think, is doing immeasurable harm to young men. This idea that becoming huge is going to get you friends, get you girls, doing juice is just an easy shortcut to get to that, is causing problems.
I believe that this topic leads into a bigger issue, which is the glorification of bad behavior in young men. Steroid use, gambling, homophobia. These are all topics I plan to go more in depth on a different day. But I just want to say to the young men out there watching this page, I just want to say I understand you, man. I've lived you, I am you. The world is hard, but that doesn't excuse bad behaviors and indulging in things that are just hurting you. I've been lifting weights for a solid 7 years now, just about 7 years. The reason I started weightlifting is because I joined my high school swim team. I felt like I didn't fit in. I was not a very good swimmer. What are you doing, bro? And so I didn't fit in on the team very much. I felt like they kind of coerced me to join the team, and when I actually got on, to be fair, I wasn't very well disciplined at the time, but to be fair, I was a kid. Okay. That's a little interesting. Huh, okay. I'm all for, a little thumbs up, but it's a little close there, bud. It's my toes. So I quit the team very early. I think before any meet started happening or something. I was just like, this ain't for me. These guys, they ain't my friends. And I started weightlifting. And I just never quit. I wasn't very good at it when I first started. I just went into the gym, just started lifting heavy stuff, listening to my pop punk, Gen Z type beat. That was my life. And I did that for 7 years. Between that, I joined the military, and between that, I was kicked out of the military. I have hearing loss in both my ears, if you're curious. I kind of snuck in and got away with it up until my flight physical, and then they caught that. After that was probably one of the lowest times of my life. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. But I never quit weightlifting. Part of that is what kept me going. Naturally, weightlifting. Which I'm glad. I'm not to say I've never been tempted by steroids, because I definitely have. There's been times in my life where I did research on it. I had a friend who was on testosterone. I still have friends who are on testosterone. But it is not the easy shortcut that most kids think it is. And when done improperly, which it's very easy to screw up, you can end up messing yourself up for life. And so I hope the young man that saw the video, despite any reaction that you had, if you got to take away anything, I hope you guys can take away that time and discipline, anything is possible. And with any of the topics that I talk about in the future, I'm going to try to tackle these one at a time. But with a well-disciplined mind, truly anything is possible. Yeah, baby. Oh, I hate editing these because I have to blur out the speedometer. It's a pain in the ass. Big major bump right here. Ooh. Oh, this makes me want to fly off the bike. Wait, is the meet not today? Oh my god. I got worried for a second. I'm like, wait, the meet? They're having a meet today, right? Oh, there's a lot of people here. It's so hot out though. That's crazy.
So I parked the H2, then I went in the back and grabbed the V4 with the bent rim, and I thought it was just kind of like a little funny thing to talk about while the bike is still here. They said the wheels should be in next week, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Part of this episode is going to take a long time to edit, so I've just decided to split this up into 2 parts. So subscribe if you want to see what happened after we left the meet.